Hunger Games begin now.
Anyway, it's Hunger Games, man. Make some noise for Old Red and Miss Hustle, please. Ready? Yeah. Can we flip a coin? No. I go first. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, guys. This is a one-round unlimited. Back to MC. Lee.
Chill. I still remember the day that I accepted this bout. A lot of niggas said I shouldn't even take you cause you a chick. And I admit, that shit sound lame as fuck. Fellas, stop thinking these female rappers just ain't as tough. Right. Ladies, make some noise if y'all feel y'all can hang with us. I see a lot of you bitches are smoking angel dust. Y'all can't bang with us. Chrissy, Bonnie, shit, Norma Bates, can't none of them fuck with my nigga Cal. Charlie and Goods will put any two of y'all through the clouds. T-Rex ain't even got a snap on Star Smiles. He fuck her before the battle, she choking in there around. Don't even make a sound, cause Holla single-handedly put both of you bitches down. My nigga Shotgun Sugar put E-Hop through the ground. Scratch that. Mad hot for a part of you right now. Hey, babe, you get Swave and Black Diamond a match if that SS Blitz, that QB getting sacked. Tay versus Magenta, that's a music gender match. Once my nigga Rock pop on Jazz, it'll be a rap. Damn, y'all can't react. Y'all ain't peeped the way I snatched. Shit, that ball was probably over y'all head. Let's bring it back. I said Tay Rock versus Jazz the Rapper. Tay versus Magenta. That's a music gender match. Once my nigga Rock pop on Jazz, it'll be a rap. But people, at this time, this hustle cut just a victim. You come at the king, you gotta put 100% in. GQ with a double XL to cover the biscuit. Hold 17, if you jet, you'll get slumped from a distance. My essence, Esquire, I get love from the bitches. Your vibe, straight stunting. Who the fuck is you kidding? For that issue, I grabbed that magazine, dump what she living and leave Ebony on the porch like a fucking subscription. So miss me with that T-Bar swagger. You ain't a thug, Hustle. I was there when you got that ass whooped in the club, Hustle. Face covered in blood, Hustle. Shorty mashed you out fighting. I thought that other bitch was gonna get indicted the way she drugged, Hustle. You snug, Hustle. You a cotton soft match. Chopper all black, one rat. I'm knocking off cats. You not with all that. I push your top of yard back. Roof spin with 2 pin like a Tylenol pack. If I snap, fake thug bitches who act clown get smacked round. One sound, your background gon' back down. Down, back down, I swing back rounds and Mac rounds through your mind. Studio time, I lay them tracks down. But Mav said Calico ate you out on your period. I ain't gonna use no personals, but that's how you got your buzz. You let that rumor flow, blood. Now you trying to get red box. Period, flow blood, red box. I'm dead hot. This battle, you catching nothing but headshots. Ran from the land of the dreadlocks, no jam rock. Hustle from the land where they head bop on air top. Rappers come in the dead spot. Don't even touch that sandbox. Dicks you suck in the night, I figure 4, no leg lock. Oh shit. I said, but listen, remember the 2008 election? Barack Obama versus Hillary Clinton? You know, biggest shit alive, the diplomatic decision. The crackers who control this country would rather give it to a cotton-picking nigga than one of their young bitches. Matter of fact, I said, matter of fact, let's take it back to the beginning. God made Adam and Eve. This is the difference. Adam was God's vision, but he was lonely living because he wasn't comfortable with the company he was given. That's animals. So Adam asked God to get on that mission. He sacrificed a part of his being. He threw his ribbon just for Eve to be living. So fuck what you spitting, because a man is the reason you women even existing. Because Eve created sinning. That serpent was hissing, she listened and disregarded his wishes. That fruit was labeled forbidden, she knew it before she bit it, so she created this fucked up world we now live in. You know what's sickening? After I'm done killing you, the fans gonna pity you. That shit is so pitiful. I'm supposed to let her live because she ain't a man, babe. When Michael Myers see Lori, do we drop that damn blade? Oh, when Freddie and Nancy drinks, don't he keep his hand raised? When bitches at Crystal Lake, do Jason hit the damn wave and stay out the camp way? No, since all it started, bitches always been a target for killers when they on a rampage. Let me enjoy myself. I said, since you thought I wouldn't say this shit, you ain't a threat, hustle. I will fuck you. I said, you ain't a threat, hustle. I will fuck you. Non-stop long strokes back to back, how the thugs do. I make your man cock block hit your room, knock knock and hear me saying, yeah, that's the African squat. You wanna know some crazy shit? 2 years ago, I remember Surf bagging her, fucking her, then plucking her to arse, but he passed on her. Now it's my turn, so after I'm done smashing her, she gonna be riding shotgun like a passenger. I said the whole team. I said the whole team could smash the twat. If your man acting cock, no Photoshop. His faggot ass can drag then drop. Pull his ass half the block, stop, let that magnum pop, hit him twice, turn him to minute rice. He get bagged and boxed. This shit is over, shorty. This battle looking tragic, ma. Jersey.
Let's get it, go hustle, baby.
All right. Now, Debo, this is a fucking insult.
shit is tragic. Cause only reason he's here, cause Smack didn't call you for summer madness. Now they said I was battling Red. I said he dead, but he my favorite though. Man, that boy got amazing jokes, and every round he be slinging folks. But see, if he come at me, he better start laying low, cause it's more than a knockout when I put that K to O. The one that wore red hit his dreads, now he a dead roster. I leave that block and shot when that lead blocker. I run up on red, hit his dreads like he a dead roster. I leave that block and shot from that lead blocker. I go cuckoo, hit his noodle and leave red pasta. Bees rude, $1.50 when I see food. I run in this spot and eat a crab just cause I heard red lobster. If you wasn't so broke, you little dirty nigga, I run up on you from them Benjamins. You got goons, you can send them in. Cinnamon, all them niggas is cinnamon. My block on sight for the beef. For me, they'll get it in. They catch you in that hood, they'll pop. My neighborhood watch, bitch, I call him George Zimmerman. Bitches like you only respect violence. But I'm here to let Red know, Red better stop it before I Red dot him. I knew he had issues when he accepted this match. So let me explain Red's problem. In that food chain, I'm at the top. So I knew this battle was a shoe-in, cause Red bottom. I know when y'all see Miss Hustle versus Red, y'all said she bugging. She ain't take her meds, right? But my objective wasn't to win. It was just to get you dead tight. Let's say you do body me. It's another notch under your belt, and they'll finally say that guy you need's bitch dead, right? Wrong, cause it won't be easy. I'm a yardie you couldn't bear, so fuck Red Strike. When I was penning this, I said, what's the most disrespectful shit I could say to Red? Suck my dick, nigga. If you wasn't so much of a faggot, I tell you, go get your bitch, nigga. But listen, bitch, nigga, if you do go get that bitch, nigga, and I ain't got no more in that clip, nigga, fuck bullets. I ain't got a Rihanna. I be the bitch like Chris, nigga. So, I heard you ride that 7. You roll with them bitches that throw them seeds up. But fly past my strip without them beats up. My heats up, he'll get clinked up. Try to run in that hoopty, surfer get his honey sweet ass stung by my buzzing that throw them bees up.
7 is a blood.
Why you mad? What you mad for?
Said 7 a blood.
I ain't come here to play with you. I leave them if they came with you. Lay them down if they raised with you. So I don't want to hear how you brought them grenades with you, how them bullets have teared my leg tissue. You acting. You nothing like Wesley, bitch. You ain't even bring a blade with you. Try to flip my name like Miss Hustle don't hustle shit, right? But I got that potent, so either way, I was born with a flow. See, Debo was better off hitting smack for that QP instead of bringing the O. See, my last flip was a QB, not Quaisha. I caught a brick of that blow. And since I hate you dirty Jersey niggas so much, I thought I'd get us a go. I'ma rap like Bill Collector cause I know that they don't like us. Because I know that they don't like them. Calico did it, but it wasn't this exciting. Claim to hear your warrior will clash shirt and tighten. My red rag ride you, but I never street fight them. Your tendencies and movements, shit that a sucker do. Try to come over here and rock with the top tier, cause the top tier's over there, one fuck with you.
They can't fuck with me exactly.
I mean, they gashed you and said you'll get an easy win off me. You're stupid ass gullible. See, I can see the bitch in you. Queen of the ring is fitting you. This your home now, nigga. Get You a stupid motherfucker for taking this battle. You should have known better. I know your bitch said, baby, go get that money. But you could have hit the blunt and got your own cheddar. I mean, she a dumb fuck, and you stupid as fuck, so y'all belong together. But when I run in that crib, I kill that bitch, let you live. I separate those two like I was a home wrecker. I told you before, it ain't a game when I got them 2Ks, nigga. So push my buttons, it's time to play, nigga. Act up, get clapped up, you'll get sprayed, nigga. I put 2 arms on your frame like a pair of shades, nigga. You fucking faggot. You the type of bitch that I don't like, nigga. Cause I know if I smack the shit out you, I know you gon' wanna fight, nigga. That's right. You ain't do all that to Joe White, nigga. You ain't do all that to Joe White, nigga. You a buster. So I'ma light bridging up like a split star since he wanna be a hype nigga. Now listen, I could talk about my whole round. I could talk about how I'ma kill shit, how I don't feel shit, but fuck all that. Let me talk this real shit. Right, talk. Listen, Listen, let's not forget, I was crowned the best without a battle. You had to fight, bite, spit, and wrestle. Top tier, I've been there. You did 27 battles just to be mid-tier. And I'm not even sure if you hit there. So I know your career gotta be torture. I talk that real shit, I'm a street talker. Like how you let them industry niggas put the wackest nigga on your team on a pedestal like he torture. Arsenal's the lieutenant, Search the sergeant, Suge's the captain. Nigga, you just a beat walker. Right. Only reason I took this battle, cause you the type of bitch that I have to school, nigga. How the fuck is males more aggressive than us? Bitches fighting that class, you will run home after school, nigga. Right. It's a man's world, cuddle like James Brown shit out. Faggots go in the casket too, nigga. And you should've known bitches rule the world. When Eve made Adam eat that apple too, nigga. You talk about some type of sports star. How you LeBron with the heat when you let your torch off. How a nigga girl Tim Tebow on her knees when you touch down cause she toss balls. Honestly, I don't understand none of that shit you talk, dog. But you can take shots from being drunk with all them sports balls. Oh motherfucking red. I thought after Slade killed you, you was motherfucking dead. You resurrected from the grave, came at my motherfucking head. Bitch, I rip you ball, you'll leave without the motherfucking dread. I'm think of it, Tebow. Where's my motherfucking bread? Only reason he's standing here cause you motherfucking bag. And I don't give a fuck, I'm the best bitch walking. Fuck what a motherfucker said. And they said Shayna next, well Rex, that bitch motherfucking dead.
That's it. Give it up.
Nobody
Yo, get him. Yo, yo. Yo, Kelly.
Went down. Who ran made history? Hustle made history. How many views? 203 a million?
Bars over everything. It was a meal off that.
Yo, shout out to the whole Jersey. Hustle's Harlem.
I'm about to lie over some pussy up for taking this battle. Got to, Bobby.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So as always, I definitely want to make this an interactive show, and just to kind of let you all know as well, I've kind of got things locked in with a few females where things will be resuming, where you'll see more of the female talent kind of taking place.
I'll be back.
Oh, I got you. So, yeah, you'll see, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be like, some goodies, some people who I've had on the show before and some who I've never had. But yeah, just kind of be on the lookout for that. My apologies if I look all sweaty and like literally just came in. So a few topics that I actually want to kind of go over. I got like a light one, and then I got one that, I guess not so much will require a little bit more depth, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So being as though the end of the year is actually kind of coming up, you know what I'm saying? One of the questions that I do kind of have in regards to the females in battle rap, it is the woman of the year, being as though it's coming up, who deserves it, what has to be factored in, who do you feel like is in the running, so on and so forth. So when you can call up, we can actually discuss that. Doesn't have to be one girl that you name unless you feel like there's one that you only want to name, or three, whatever number you want to choose. In addition to that, another question that I kind of had to, sometimes I interact with people and they're kind of like, yo, I've never been to a battle rap event. I want to attend one, but I'm so afraid that this fight will happen, or this will go down, that will go down. And I guess my question is, can we get back to a place where battle rap, I guess, was fun? You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, not having a person not having to be afraid to purchase a ticket to come from out of town or even locally, without the possibility of something kind of popping off. So I guess just in regards to the whole beef that can occur, my thing is a few things, I guess. As fans, are we responsible for kind of, gassing some of these situations, causing them to blow up? Does media play a part in kind of, gassing or kind of igniting the flame as well? Or is it one of those things where it's like, don't blame the dealer, blame the junkie, where you blame the actual people that are more so fighting, as opposed to, one of the other things? Are all three kind of embedded or share part of it? That's another thing. Yeah, it's a few topics that I actually wanted to kind of speak about, money being a factor too, that's being discussed in terms of like how much money this one got, how much money that one got. I got paid this, I got paid that. Is this something that we really care about? Does the amount of money that you're making really produce clout? When we look at some of these people, do we feel like the money that you say you're making, you look like it? I don't know, but nonetheless, coming to a couple of topics to talk about. So as always, I'm going to read the live chat, but if you want to call in regarding that, please do. And once again, I'm actually going to go over these things again so that when people kind of tune in, if anybody does tune in and you're not sure what the topics are, let me know, and I kind of have no problem with repeating them. So a couple of the people in the chat. My eyes. Derek Blaine's in game. This era is getting younger and younger. No, but you feel like it's the fans' fault. Okay, search the around. Majority of the bloggers spend more time getting battlers together to argue than focusing on the bars. Gotcha. Mr. Milkman. I'm trying to see what that is. Sorry. And once again, I'll go over these again. In terms of Women of the Year, being as though that's actually coming up, who do we feel like should be in the running for it? And in addition to that, in terms of battle rap, can we get back to a place where it was fun, where it's not leading up? And this is not taking a shot at anybody, any leagues, any of that. You know, I just want to put that disclaimer out there. But it just seems like, you know, it's like a guiding light sometimes, like the little soap opera music. And like I said, people just having conversations with people who want to attend events, but are like, you know, my man doesn't want me to go because, you know, this can occur and I don't need to be around that and that sort of thing. Can we get back to a place where the violence more so kind of stops? And also, in terms of the violence that is created, who is to blame for that? Is it the fans? Is it the media? Or is it just the artist or the, you know, people fighting themselves? And I don't want to just put it on the artist, as if the fans aren't fighting either, or supporters or naysayers or whatever it may be, but just that sort of thing. America, I'm starting to feel like she's a cancer to the culture. She has more problems and issues with everyone in and out, in and around the ring. Who are you talking about? Sorry. Derek blames again. Prestavia bodies every battle. Mr. Milkman, I think she was forced on us through her connection with Geechee. I can't knock her for that, but she needs a sparring session. Derek, they turned this art style into a cloud-based system that bigs up shortcomings on the block. We're talking Coffee Brown early, and I'm here today. All right, love it. You said, okay, Wayne Robertson said Marasha needs to come back. I should have had these questions kind of typed. Two jobs kick my ass, so I'll be kind of like negligent. But nonetheless, like I said, you know, the good thing about it is I did kind of, like I said, be on the lookout. I did lock in a few things with a few women that are going to be kind of recorded. They'll be pre-recorded, but they're going to debut during, you know, this show, and we'll be able to kind of speak on it afterwards as well. Maybe even get them to come through. But sorry, Woman of the Year, who should be coming up for Woman of the Year, who should be nominated, why, what are we factoring in? We have to go back all the way from January to now, the current stage. And in terms of that, as stated before, you know, can we just get back? What's the way for us to end so much of the violence and the beef, you know, that kind of happens? I know one idea that I actually asked or said to a person was, do you think, you know, on a show, you know, that they, and it can be any show, well, not any, but you have a show and maybe it's just strictly and specifically for battle rappers to kind of just solve and squash whatever beef there may be. You know, my only thing about that is, are people really going to be authentic? Is it something that should be filmed? Should these conversations take place off cam? You know, because I think sometimes for cam, people portray a certain image or have to behave a certain way. It's, you know, not wanting to look, you know what I'm saying, a certain way in front of people. People might feel like you're soft, you're a pussy, you're a punk. Why would you, you know, nah, I wouldn't let that shit slide if that was me, yada, yada, you know, that sort of thing. Derek, there isn't one. Nobody had clean performances. Are you speaking of in terms of for Women of the Year? And Eric Parry, social media is being abused to pump up the conflict. Gotcha. So Eric, you're stating that, I guess, in terms of social media, that it's, you know, I guess is it like the media and the shows, or is it just like you're stating people kind of going on their lives and these Instagrams and then getting reposted and, you know, kind of specify that for me. Damn, Derek, nobody had, you're stating for Women of the Year, nobody had clean performances. So there should not be one woman nominated for Woman of the Year from January up until, you know, right now it's November, but no one woman had a clean performance. And I question, Derek, are you looking at all battle leagues, or are you just looking at certain battle leagues? Because I feel like a lot of times the smaller leagues don't get the looks that they really deserve, and sometimes you'll probably get cleaner performances from the smaller leagues as opposed to, you know, not as clean performances on the bigger leagues. Sir Stirvine, I guess I wasn't impressed with Coffee and Vixen. I just didn't see the hype. And you say you're looking at consistency. Damn, Derek. So, Derek, in the past, give me, you know, some of the girls that you felt like that had clean performances. Like this Woman of the Year thing, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of new, we'll just say. It's not something that's been around forever. But in the past, if you had to go back and just think about, you know, some of the women who may not even be in the running this year, are there some women that you feel like have given clean performances where you feel like, yes, if this had been around in this year, 2013, 14, 17, whatever it may be, this woman should have been nominated or she should have run for it? And Medicaid. I hear you. Hustle, QB, Farrah, and Shuni kept up a lot of drama in the past. Now there's Coffee doing the most. And you felt like in the past C3 was she had the cleanest. Okay. So you has C3 really battled this year? Rum Nitty, she had the 2-1-2. I feel like C3, and I would shout out to C3 because C3 always has, you know, battles, and she always says that people don't care about them, but we do care. But C3, I do kind of respect because I feel like she is definitely one of those ones who will give anybody a shot as long as you have the money. She's kind of fucking with you. And another question that I have too, so I have another one I just thought of, and I guess the C3 thing just made me think of it. Who do you respect more? A female that will battle damn near anybody as long as the paper is correct, or a female who is like, it has to make sense and it has to be, or a person who feel like it has to make sense, like my moves are sort of strategic in some ways? Which one would we say we respect more? And I think I have like two people that popped in my head, and yeah, so I did get an email. Two people that popped in. One person said you have Official. Official will kind of, you know, especially at one point, you know, Official was like, you know, all around. Official was one where they kind of felt like as long as the money is there, she's going to battle you. So Official was like, anybody can kind of get this smoke. And then we'll just take her Kardashian sister on the other hand, and we'll just say Jazz. And, you know, from what I'm told with Jazz, it has to kind of make sense. You know, it's like, what is battling Shorty or this one doing for me? It's not doing anything. It has to make, you know what I'm saying, sense. Both of them more so want to get paid. We have that. But one is like, I'm here to get all the bags. And the other one is probably just like, the bag is important, but the look of it also kind of plays a big part. So which one do we respect and accept more? Surf's third round. C3 is consistent in every battle I've seen her in. She was a good sport. Gotcha. I think she says one of her battles that she really kind of hates, but I kind of love, is her battle with Shayna, because it was a little bit of like stumbling there. But to my knowledge, the night before, C3 had to like she had to write, you know what I'm saying, for the next day, because I think it was initially going to be 3 rounds, but then it ended up being a 1-rounder. So the night before, she had to rewrite, you know, everything and just kind of deliver the next day. So I think she felt like it wasn't as clean as she would have wanted it to be. But that's one of my favorite one of my favorite moments. American, it has to make sense, but not Jazz. Gotcha. Okay. Mr. Milkman, many of these picks are based off of looks. People complain Hart didn't come outside enough. She's been outside and doesn't get her props. Gotcha. Okay. And when that happens, Mr. Milkman, you know, I feel like it's always like a million different topics. But some say, is it the league? There are some times where you'll have artists who are battling on smaller leagues who are out getting all the money that they can. But unfortunately, and these are big names, the views on the smaller leagues, of course, they kind of don't compare to the bigger leagues. But sometimes you'll get greater performances on the smaller leagues as opposed to the bigger leagues. So it's weird. I guess when people say being outside, it's being outside in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's just not about being out and battling whoever. It has to make sense where you're battling at. Being out, you know, not on that street, but on that, you got to be on that boulevard. You know what I'm saying? I guess in order for it to make sense. Missing C, I respect Official for that more than Jazz. Okay, gotcha. American 40 bars. Okay. Derek, all in all, next year, Prestavia kills everybody. Everybody. People are saying, you know, I keep hearing, you know, her name coming up. I hear a lot of people, you know, that always have great things to say about Prestavia. You know, I just hope she lives up to, you know, the expectations, you know, that the fans and supporters do have. Daily Reprieve Misfit. Y'all can call in too. Don't just have it where, like I said, I want y'all to do both. I want to make this one interactive. People tell me that I don't interact enough, so I'm trying to interact with you all a little more. Derek, personal issues should be handled behind the scenes, no camera, so there's a genuine effort in fixing things. Gotcha. I think, you know, and I hear that, Derek. I think one of those things too, there are benefits of handling things behind the scenes, and there are benefits of handling things, I think, in front of the camera as well. But I hear you. Behind the scenes definitely doesn't hurt. Surfs around. When it comes to Woman of the Year, we have to dismiss the bigger leagues because it'll be 20 cards a year with only one woman versus one woman per card. Gotcha. Makes sense. So I have like 3 different topics. So one of them, I'm gonna go through the topics and then I'm gonna have you introduce yourself. But the 3 topics that I had, one being, I don't even remember. Woman of the Year. Who do we have? You know, who are you like nominating for Woman of the Year? Who are some of the runner-ups? Who do you feel like should deserve it and why? The other one was, in terms of battle rap, do you think that we can get back to a place where where the fun is there and we don't have to worry about violence and things like that happening at events? And who do we contribute to? What's the contributing factor? Is it just the artists? Is it the fans? Is it the media? And the other question that I had was, in terms of battling and 2 different types of battlers, who would you respect more? And I just named 2 women: an official who's like, she's gonna battle anybody can get this smoke, or Jazz, where it's like, you know, it has to make sense in terms of, I'm not battling everybody. But those are 3 things. But what's your name and where you calling from?
This is Sarge from Queens.
Gotcha. Okay, Sarge from Queens. And you can feel free to speak on whatever you want in any order or anything like that.
Alright, so I'm gonna just be blunt about it. All the small leagues, they shouldn't be counted because those are people on the come up to get to a Queen of the Ring, to get to an RBE, to get to a URL. You know what I'm saying? So when they get to that point, then they can be counted into this Woman of the Year. You know, you can have 1,000 battles on a small league, but if nobody knows you, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? You are putting in work, but if you don't put in work the right way, the heads that have to see you to like push you even more. If they don't see it, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It was a point that Jazz made that I agree with when it comes to Gaddis. When she was in the game, she looked as if she was top tier because she was taking girls that wasn't even fire at the time. You know what I'm saying? Then when she got hit with the Shaynas and the Hustle, she lost. And the Jazz, she lost. So that's a clear example of, you know, it has to matter. You know, you can't be battling, you know, all these no-name people and they think that, oh, I'm top tier. No, you battle people that wasn't on your level. So there is no competition there, you know. So that part, you know, I'm going to pull out. But I feel like one of the year goes into who put in a lot of work. Not more so well, I would say during the battles, but mostly who put in mad work. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, my opinion is it should be official because on Caffeine, she's the main one that be battling on almost every card she be on. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on a lot of cards this year, even though she had dropped the ball against Gaddis. You know, I feel like she was overworked. She booked a lot of battles and couldn't handle everything at one time. That was my opinion about it. And she had dropped the ball when it comes to Gaddis, but she put in a lot of work, like battling here, battling there, like battling Caffeine multiple times. You know, she put in work. So for me, I feel like it should know because she has put in work. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I want to put her up as one of the year. Number two, when it comes to the fighting during the battles, and to the person I was saying that, they feel like they don't want to go there because it might be a fight might break out.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that the league owners can't control. Because when you think about it, you're in an environment where you have two people, you have the two artists, you have the artists' fans on both ends. If they're rapping against each other and they're cursing and they're dissing each other, it creates an aura in the room of aggressiveness and cheering for your people, and it's an aura that gets created in the room. So you're already in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So something may pop off and something may not pop off, but no one can control that. That's the environment that that you're in when you're in battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, the league owners to me have no part in it because you can't control what a grown man or woman would do after a battle. That isn't your concern. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is the venue, getting people in there, booking the battles, and whatever happens in that building is their control as far as like them fighting and all that. But besides that, that isn't the league's fault. They're grown adults. Now, if those two adults can't control themselves and not take in what the fans are saying to act them on the other party, then don't battle. Because you don't need wild animals battling in the room. That's just that'll cause an issue with the league, with the fans, as the safety. That isn't okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you can't even control yourself, don't be in a room because this right here is not for you. You know what I'm saying? My opinion, like with Hustle and Coffee, Hustle is just doing that. Like, and again, I don't care. This is my opinion. To me, I call it the hooligan mindset. You know what I'm saying? And Hustle had that hooliganistic mindset during their battle. The goal was to get the battle over, to battle, and get entertainment, and then leave and go about your business. You kept on being extra, saying a trophy and doing the most. Kofi was doing what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? She was training, was doing any extra stuff. Boss kept saying, "Now F that, I want to fight. What's up? This is not the hood. We're not in the hood. This is your job. Be professional. I don't care what the girl said about you on the internet. It could be hurtful, but it's a battle. You know what I'm saying? Do your job and then leave. If you can't control yourself, don't battle that on period. That's just stupid to me. It really is dumb. You know what I'm saying? Even at your job, you'll let somebody, say a verse to you or dish you, and they will say, "Oh, I'm an escort and lose your job and then lose your pay, your pension, your 401k over a girl at your job to call you a name." It just sounds dumb. And it's keep in mind, with Hustle, you're an adult. You're a mother. You should know better than that. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't seem to get, your mindset correct, and I think, what they say about you seriously, and just be calm and just rap, and that's about it, don't be in this battle last step. That's a period. Because at the end of the day, it wastes our time as fans, the league owners, and all the fans watching. It's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my opinion on that one. The third topic was what? I forgot.
I think it was more so, okay, so one of them, like I said, was the Woman of the Year. The other one was with the Jazz and Official, which approach, and the other one was more so just like in terms of when like these beefs are created, like you kind of addressed in terms of the fighting thing, but when these beefs are created, who's to blame? Are we blaming the artist? Do you feel like the fans play a part in this, or is it like the media that, or is it like all three, or that sort of thing?
Yeah, that part, again, just from their perspective, the fans do it, the leagues do it, unbeknownst to them they do it, by putting the match together and having them sell the fight online by saying APNC or whatever the case may be. But again, it all boils down to the artist. If you allow what the fans say to influence your mindset that can mess up your bag, then you're stupid. Coffee knew what it was. Coffee said some big sweets, and I read it recently. Coffee was going in on Hustle about that, and it was disgusting. But if you're gonna let that affect that and let her mess you up, at the end of the day, it's always gonna affect you. At the end of the day, business-wise, caffeine, business-wise, you're gonna mess with coffee because coffee isn't a liability at this point. Hustle is because the way she was acting, no one could control her. I don't think you stop. Like that's just weird to me, but. You know, it's not. It isn't. You know, the fans' fault. It's the artists' fault. At the end of the day, they're the ones that got taken it and they use it and then, you know, act on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's just the artists' fault. Is it the fans' fault? The fans, basically, at this point, we're like be fans. We're gonna talk stuff about you and say A, B, and C. Myself, because she messed up. She can't rap. She corny. All fans do that. That ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It's the artists that have the mindset that, well, should I absorb this? Should I act on it? No, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Now, also, when it comes to the taking any battle for money versus, battles that make sense, let's go off of, I would say historical, things of what battle rappers do. Most artists that take battles from like no-name leagues and they keep doing that over and over and over again. It's hard for a Queen of the Ring or URL or RBE or King of the Dot to market you because you're already out there battling whoever for whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to market you, intricately get you in the right rooms with the right rappers and the right to be seen, to be pushed. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for that to happen. At the same time, the league's gonna feel like they're developing you. I'm gonna give you an example. There's an artist that came out playing the ring called J Smooth. She was fire. When she came out, she was fire. I felt like, and again, this is my opinion, I'm going about business. If you come into a league already nice, they're going to, you know what, if you're already fire, at this highest potential you think you are, and you're coming in here and you're fire, you think you top tier fire, what can we do with you? You already think in your mind that you're fire. And J Smooth to me was an example of that. She is fire, hands down. But I feel like deep down I feel like she was just, where can they take her? In her mind she's fire. Let's push her where? And they gave her these corny battles that only uplifted her opponent, not actually her. And that's why she's not, really doing too well. When it comes to Shayna came in hot, but she choked a few times. So, you know what? We see opportunity. Let's push her. She's choking, but she is nice. So when leagues do that, when they push someone that is not so good, but they see this like a star quality in them, they'll push them. It'll make the league look as if they made that artist. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it look as if that's their signature artist. You know what I'm saying? So, when the artists take these no-name battles, it kind of it waters down your quality of your work. You know what I'm saying? And Jazz is the formula. I think Jazz took one that I could recall, maybe wrong about more than one, but I know she took one battle from a girl. I think the girl from like the UK or whatever, and it was a corny battle, but Jazz took it. God knows how much she got paid for the battle, but every battle that Jazz took was from top tier girls. Shayna was top tier. Take Profit was already nice. You know what I'm saying? QB top tier, Shayna top tier, E Heart top tier. Gaddis, you know what I'm saying? So-called top tier. Jazz had nothing but top tier girls that make sense for her. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. So her algorithm shows you that taking the right opponent can get your career boosted up versus taking the money and watering down your work by taking no-name battles. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Now I'm a question you with this, and this is not like as you're talking, like I said, people will email, or when I speak to people, they have different perspectives. But one of the things that they said that they felt like Jazz does is when they go back to there were, like you said, top tier names and girls, and I don't I haven't done my research on this, but this is just like an angle that somebody kind of gave to me. One of the things they stated was, Jazz had taken QB after the QB and Hustle battle, when some have said that, QB had lost that battle. They said that when it came to her taking Official, that it was after Couture and Official, where some were saying that Couture took that battle and that Official lost it. They've said when it came to Gaddis, you took I guess they feel like her thing is she's picking and choosing, where they're like, now you want to battle Coffee, why would you want Coffee? Like, I don't know that, but like I said, I would have to get the person up here to kind of explain their angle, but that was just their flip side. But I hear what you're saying though.
I kind of understand where you're coming from with that, because I'm just trying to piece it together and let me know whether I'm right and what the first time I can't tell you. So, Jazz and QB, you just battled Hustle. The hype of that battle was still going on. You take her. All right, cool. Now, Official battles, Couture. Couture was top tier off of what she did to Miss Pac. Official been putting in work. They battle, crazy battle. It blows up. Jazz takes her, because the height of that battle was still going on. You take Official. Now, E Hart already been top tier. She battled Misfit. She already been doing her thing. Then you take E Hart. E Hart is the first girl of one of the first girls of URL. It makes sense to take her. Then boom, that's another stamp. Then you take Hustle later on. You know what I'm saying? So am I right about what I'm saying? And then you battle Gaddis just came back, the hype of that. She beat Official at her height and it's still buzzing. You take Gaddis. Am I right about what they thought about her algorithm?
So at one point Rod had said something to me and walked past, so my mind went there, but I didn't get. I got most of what you were saying. But yeah, I get you.
So, if that's the case, if they want to see it that way, to whereas Jazz is taking battles where girls just came to battle with a top tier person, and then she's capitalizing off of that, and then take them and kill them, doesn't that make sense? It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense. It does. It makes clear sense. But at the same time, anything that's a coincidence, people can take it and say, well,
right.
Isn't it weird that
right.
Jazz is this
right.
and now she's top tier?
Right.
Anyone would say that to anything. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like what makes sense makes sense. Jazz took the names that made sense that were killers. She didn't battle nobody that was corny. She battled killers. You know what I'm saying? QB, definitely a killer. Miss Hustle, a killer. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, if you look at it from this standpoint, almost every battle that Jazz had, not saying that she won by the floor because her bars were sick, they choked. Hustle took that. Whoever edited most of it out. That was the choke. She choked. You know what I'm saying? Who else did Jazz have before that? That choke. Didn't QB choke lightly in the battle?
The third round.
Yeah, she choked. So most of her battles is whereas people were choking during the battle. She had a good battle against Official that didn't choke. Official killed her in that battle. E Hart didn't have the heart. I'm gonna say that, but E Hart didn't have the energy to take Jazz on. Her bars were there, but I would say like basically her performance wasn't really that good. But I feel like what Jazz did by capitalizing on other people and beating them, that makes sense for her career. At the same time, you can see it as she took the right names at the right time to make her career big. You know what I'm saying? So either way, whether it was done, and trying to capitalize off of their battle and then taking that person after that, maybe so. But at the same time, she battled the point I'm making is that she battled the names to get her career where it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
She did that. And it made her top tier.
Gotcha. Sarge, there's always so much that you say. I got another caller coming in though, so I gotta get them, but I always thank you for calling in, Sarge.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You take care. Thank you so much. All right.
All right.
Okay, gotcha. You need me to go over the topics, or you feel like you got them? I can go over them again if you need me to.
You can go over the topics again because I want to go sidetrack.
Gotcha. And all right. So I'm gonna go over the topics, and then I'm gonna ask you what's your name and where you're calling from, and then we can proceed. So it was a few things. So one was woman of the year. Who do you have, in the running, or who do you feel like should get woman of the year, and why? The other one was more so, as stated, can we get back to a place where battle rap was fun? There are times where people have commented about wanting to come to events, and unfortunately they're afraid to come because they feel like a fight may happen, and they're just not here for that. So I feel like in terms of a lot of times with the animosity and the beef that takes place, who's to blame? Is it the media? Is it the artists? Or is it the fans? Is it all three? Is it one of two? So on and so forth. And the other one was in terms of battling, and I just thought of two women. Who do you respect more? Do you respect a woman such as like an official who's like, I'll battle anybody, anywhere, as long as that money is right, anybody can get this smoke? Or do you respect more of a Jazz, like, it has to make sense, I'm not battling anybody? I mean, both women want to make money, but with Jazz, it's like there's a finish line. I don't have to beat everybody. But what's your name and where you calling from? Sorry.
All right, JJB's. I'm calling from the Bronx.
Gotcha. BX, and you can go ahead and proceed, JJ. Thank you for calling back.
I'm gonna start off with I feel like who should be running up like for Woman of the Year right now, like who got it. I feel like C3, she should, and I feel like Lady Caution, they've been battling consistently this year. I mean, a couple losses, with Lady Caution, but C3. She been on a run this year, especially after that 2-on-2 that just dropped. She beat Coffee, she beat Flames together, and they like the hottest, one of the hottest names right now up to coming. So I feel like, they deserve that, Yeah, C3 should have won last year too, but,
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, and you said what was the next question? My fault.
No, you're good. It was a lot. In terms of, I think a lot of times nowadays it's I feel like battle rap, it's fun, but I feel like the fun is kind of getting lost and it's coming into, like, it shouldn't be, what I'm saying? At one point in time, it was on site, but I just feel like now, especially with other opportunities kind of popping up, maybe the on site, I'm going to fuck you up, that kind of needs to stop. And I'm just saying in terms of the beef that's happening, do you contribute that to, is it just the artists that are at fault? And I hate to say just the artists because it's not always at every event that the artists are more so fighting. Sometimes it is fans as well. But is it the fans that need to kind of like cool it out and chill? Or do you feel like media plays a part in hyping up shit? That sort of thing.
That's a fact. Media is kind of the main thing that amps everything up because it'll be something where they post, right, a post and then they'll reply back. And it won't be as deep. But then the media will drag it out and then make them want to start arguing, make them want to be, they posting stuff, amping stuff up, and then you got the fans too. I feel like everybody just be mixy, like just let battle rap be battle rap, let the artists go, you know what I'm saying? Let the artists do what they got to do, let them feel how they feel, and let them, if they want to, or they feel that serious, like the way they gotta, let them make that decision. They don't need everybody else behind their ears or the fans and the pilot, like, you know what I'm saying? All this extra stuff, like.
Gotcha. Okay. And the last one was in terms.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. Somebody else want to say something.
Okay.
He's like a big fan of battle rap too.
All right.
I'm Jay Quan. I'm from Harlem.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I feel like the media got a lot to play with it, but it's a lot with the fans too because like certain people have people blocked or whatever, and then the person would mix it up or send it. So a lot of these battle rappers, they just ready to like off rip soon as they get mad.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be a lot of that. But then at the same time, I feel like the Hustle and Coffee situation got so over exaggerated because, all right, how it looked with Hustle and how she was walking down and all that. But at the same time, nobody's fault. The cameras got shut off. So I guess that kind of gave the illusion it was dumb that did it or whatever, but they didn't get to end the battle because of the caffeine power situation. So I don't really feel like that whole situation was as bad as everybody making it seem.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But Team 40, yeah, 40 the number one out here though.
Okay, 40 for Woman of the Year.
40 for the Woman of the Century. 2010, she been out here for all this time. 40, yeah, 40.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Heart and Hustle, 2 and 3.
Okay, gotcha. And the last question that I had, and you can answer it if you want to pass it. But it's funny too, because I got a cousin named Jaquan in Harlem. But nonetheless, you're not him. But it's just funny. But with in terms of respecting more of, do you respect somebody with more of an official approach? You know, like, I'm gonna battle anybody as long as the money is right. Anybody can get this smoke. Or do you prefer more of a jazz, or do you respect more of a jazz approach where it's gonna be strategic and I'm only gonna battle the cream of the crop? You know what I'm saying? With my eye on the, I don't know.
Right. Nah, I feel Jazz is strategic, but she not really outside. Like, you look a little scary, feel me? So, like I said, 40 is my number. She outside all the time, just like officials. They outside, so they got more chances for dancing their armor.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they both got their own tactics, and I guess they work. Cause look, Jazz popped outside, and she's more popping than everybody. 40 went to Geechee now. Jazz talking about Geechee, and everybody talking about that now. So.
Gotcha.
Crazy, you know.
And who would you prefer to see against Geechee, Jazz or 40?
40. Nobody got a chance besides 40, man.
That's gonna be the only way they take down the number one male that's hot right now. Like,
look at her only with the guys. 40 don't be losing to these men.
Okay. And another question.
I'm biased aside though. Jazz never stood in front of no male, and especially not no level like tier as him. Like, he just be Lux. Like, And you feel me? She's just popping back out after the 2-on-2, but she don't really. I mean, it counts, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a half count, and then she didn't battle before E Hard. So it's like, nah.
You feel like she needs to get her feet wet before she battles Geechee? You feel like she's not ready for Geechee at this point, or?
Nah, I feel like she needs to show herself and also the fans and everybody else, leaks at Geechee, that it's not just I would sit out for a while and come back with good performance, and it just be like that forever, though. You need to show us again, and then again, then okay, so now that's just her. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do the one. You know what I'm saying? Pop out one time and do good, and then expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Other people been doing good consistently. They should get Geechee. Like a 40 should get Geechee. Even the official, like Dub, like, you don't just Jazz just come out, I want Geechee and get him. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I mean, I know other people, you know, Jazz is a legend, but nah.
Gotcha.
Taking it a little too, you know what I'm saying, ahead of herself.
Right. And let me ask you this, since, you know, you all are kind of, you know, Team 40. Do you all feel that to kind of, I guess, for some the redemption is needed and for some it's not, but are you open, or do you feel like there should be a final Jazz versus 40?
Yes.
Because Jazz can't beat a fully prepared 40.
It's because she never stood in front of, like, all right, had she had 40 because then there would have been, all right, it would have been an argument more on the side of, if 40 would have choked in a 2-on-2 and still lost with E Hard, then okay, it's like, all right, you still got out all your material and still lost, even though it's a 2-on-2, but, you know what I'm saying, she could still throw down her face. You got out everything you had to say. She beat 40 when 40 never got to say all her round, all her material. That's a battle. You know what I'm saying? When the opponent gets to say their full round, you get to say your full round. That's what makes a battle. Like, you didn't battle her really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a battle. They was booked, but you know, that's not 40. I'm not saying that Jazz fought, because Jazz was you know what I'm saying? Of course, she was expecting 42 to be on her A game, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like for the culture and what's right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure more people will want to see that battle than, you know, these other battles they're coming up with. These, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a battle that needs to happen again, I feel like, for the culture, but yeah, for everybody, like.
Okay. And before y'all go, 2022, just throw out a couple of battles with the ladies that you would like to see happen. We're just gonna put it in the atmosphere.
Hustle and Shayna, I'm not going front. I need Hustle and Shayna. I don't know if you be in tune, but they had like a little Instagram thingy. They was talking OTF or whatever. They was talking and stuff like that, and yeah, they was even saying they open to it and stuff like that, and I'm not going front. That's about all I want to see for years. So it's like, yeah, they finally talking about it happening again. So that's the main one I want to see this year. And I want to see
And then Harlem and Bronx, just like y'all two, Harlem and Bronx. But go ahead.
Say it again.
I said, and they're Harlem and Bronx, just like the two of y'all, Harlem and Bronx. But go ahead. What?
Nah, word though. But I also want to see Vixen and Casey for sure if it don't happen this year. And I want to see Jazz and Coffee too. That would be kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, Because, you know, they both hot right now, too. And Jazz just, like I said, she just cleared Gaddis. So, you know what I'm saying? Coffee, but like that'll be a good competition. You know, somebody that's new, but somebody that still has a good, you know, good pen, good performance and stuff like that. That's a match her, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That'll make it a, you know, and she could possibly lose to her. So I feel like that's a battle too. So, you know what I'm saying? That'll be interesting.
Gotcha. Well, I you know, I honestly want to say this, and I thank both of y'all, you know, for calling in. I feel like it's always great to hear voices that I've never heard before. So I you know, thank y'all tremendously, both of y'all, for, you know, taking the time out to call in. And, you know, my first, I think, little bit of a three-way call in a minute, where somebody else wanted to say something. So shout out to y'all for that. But thank y'all so much for calling in and tuning in.
You know what I'm saying? On this side, you know what I'm saying? We do the new things and all that.
Yeah,
we appreciate you, man, for having us.
Keep what you're doing, too.
Thanks, man.
You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? Keep spreading the word for the ladies and all that.
Right. Thank you. It's much support. And more ladies are going to be coming up. I promise you, I got shit locked in. I've had shit locked in before, but, you know, people, you know, they, you know, no call, no show.
But I know how that goes.
Right.
We definitely going to be tuned in, though.
Gotcha. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Remember the name.
I will do. And y'all have a happy holiday, too, if you celebrate it. Y'all have a good one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You too.
Gotcha. Thank you. Gotcha. So yeah, y'all can kind of still continue to call, and shout out for them for calling. Shout out for Sarge for always calling. Shout out for those two for calling as well, Harlem and BX. A lot of New York callers. Yeah, New York, you can hear the New York accents when they call certain words that they say. A lot of good conversation kind of going on in the chat as well. Hardcore Flavor, thank you for giving me that tip in terms of me, you know, having to move my phone in a certain way. And I think it was Stir Around that was like, get you a cell phone stand. You know, I might need to do that. And I'm just gonna call you AII. You know who I'm talking about. You said Couture isn't top tier. Hang up on that drunk liar. Damn, I'll be drunk. Let's see. And a lot of y'all were talking about, I guess, some of the things that took place with the Coffee and Hustle battle in terms of like the professionalism and just, you know, Hustle was doing what she was supposed to do and that sort of thing. I hate that we didn't get that full 3 rounds. There are certain battles that I hate that we didn't get all of. I hate that we didn't get all of that. I hate where 40 had made her Verbal Warzone debut with Fire the Misfit and that we didn't get that full thing. You know what I'm saying? I hate when, you know, there are things where it's like, yo, like, okay, I'm feeling this, you know what I'm saying? And something happens and we just don't get it. Jazz and 40. You know, I hate that, you know, we didn't get that. Let's see. It's funny too how like y'all are saying like, you know, in terms of Geechee, who should take Geechee, and Mr. Swag 03, Jazz needs to battle Casey or Couture. I think Jazz says she's open to battling Casey, but I think she feels like Couture is dated. You know, these are just things I hear through the grapevine. Let's see. Someone even said, it's really Yaya. It said E-Heart has to work on her performance and projection, though. I feel like she was comfortable versus Ness. Genesis Obscura. E-Heart is unequivocally top tier. I'll go as far as to say goddess level. Okay, gotcha. And I always say E-Heart doesn't get the credit that she deserves. AII. And I'm not being disrespectful for not saying your name, I promise. I just don't want to butcher it. E-Heart said it's more than 6 times. E-Heart said it more than 6 times throughout the years. 40 is the only one who have been known to take out top tier male battlers. Gotcha. Okay. She said it more than 6 times, so it's not just where they got cool, but she said, okay, 40 said, okay. All right. Wasn't there a wardrobe issue with Coffee and Hustle? Not to my knowledge. Like a Janet and Justin? I don't. There was a wardrobe issue with 40 and Jazz, but I don't know about Hustle and Coffee. Not to my knowledge. Mr. Milkman, Coffee's whole wardrobe is an issue. It's like prostitute meets stripper meets hood meets confused. Y'all are like no limit. It's really Yaya. The last Jazz we saw could definitely be 40, maybe not 30. Gotcha. So you feel like the last Jazz that we saw. So a question for y'all: is the last Jazz that you saw the best Jazz that you've ever seen? Compare your best Jazz that you've ever seen, and have you what's your best 40 that you've ever seen? And if you have not, do you feel like there's a better 40 that you have never seen? But nonetheless, with both of them fully equipped, a full 3-rounder, who would we give that to? I personally will say I want that rematch. I want Jazz and 40 to battle once again. I don't count that 2-on-2. I'm just gonna go count the I guess the 1-on-1. I'm just gonna go based on that. I want to see those two battle again. Personally, I feel like it's one of those things where I'm not saying that 40 needs the redemption, because she clearly doesn't, but I just kind of feel like, yo, I just think it would be dope. I know some have stated that they felt like Jazz is 40's kryptonite. Yeah, I was just making sure I had that right. They felt that Jazz was 40's kryptonite, you know, when it comes to her. I guess, you know, they say Casey has the, you know, the Medusa, you know, stare, and I guess I don't know, I guess Jazz has that effect on 42. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that. I don't want nobody jumping down my neck. But yeah. It's really Yoshi versus Casey. Wait a minute, Jazz did call out 40 to battle again just to prove to her fans and to the other females at Queen of the Ring that she can beat a fully prepared 40 bars. Mr. McMahon, I'm loving Prestavia. These wasn't her best material, but she came with it. I don't want her to battle too much, though. Her versus Yoshi should be next. I do worry about that a lot of times with these women, where it's going to be one of those things where it's like, yo, we'll just like over milk, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to call them cows, but we just don't want to oversaturate them. Mr. Milkman, Jazz just did an interview with Duminati TV saying she wouldn't do a rematch. Gotcha. Maybe if the paper was right. You know, everybody, caffeine got that bang, caffeine got that bang. Yeah. AII, Prestavia and Yoshi are getting ready for the battle coming up. Jazz backed out of it again. She's on Twitter calling her out. Geechee is complete. Geechee is complete. Sunoco, says Derek B. Damn, Derek B, you are a critic like a motherfucker. Are you kidding me? But we're entitled. You're entitled. You feel like Geechee is just all gas. Damn. I haven't heard that, but everybody's entitled. Light Skin Television, Graham Battle League event on Saturday is canceled. Damn, sorry to hear that. And you did inform me that that was another one that was taking place this month for the women. I thought it was just initially She Goes Hard, but you were the one that corrected me and was like Graham Battle League was also having an event, and I think like Shice for All was up there. I think Seabree and Lai G were battling. Don't quote me. Let's see. AI Coffee's not on Jazz's level at all. Coffee is not real competition for Jazz. Being hot right now doesn't mean you're fire. Jazz may not come outside, but she's fire. Okay, they're coming back in 2022 with a fire event. Dope. Can't wait. Got to make something happen with them. Okay, yes, that's the best Jazz I've ever seen. Shout out to half of the New York battlers for assisting Jazz with the pen. Good night. Women's Intake 2 event in January is going to be monumental. Bullpen Battle League is the next big outlet for women's battle rap. That's what's up. I actually have reached out to John. Never heard back out from him in regards to an interview. I'll reach out to him to see if we can, make happen regarding that. Not begging and pleading, just stating that's what was done. Justin Pagan, who's your top favorite 3 males if you can? So I forgot to ask on the phone. You're asking me or you're asking them? It's hard. I can never say who my favorites are, because if I say who my favorites are, somebody's not going to want to come and do the show. Yeah, so I love everybody. Let's see. Surf's third round. So it's 40, the undisputed queen of battle rap. Mr. Milkman, I think Jazz would win. 40 has a better pen, but Jazz is an honor student of the game. She would utilize every male's battler's strength that would beat 40. It is what it is. Gotcha. Okay. KD so crazy says bring back Misfit. Gotcha. I think Misfit would definitely come back. I guess the money just has to be right. But I'm here for a Misfit. I like her. Derek, Jazz is a surf now, I guess. Miss hasn't gone anywhere. She wants more money. Yeah. It's really Yaya Coffee is not my cup of tea. That's so crazy. I feel like at one point in time, people were like, coffee. It was, CLO. Everybody was coffee lovers only. And now, people are like, they want latte or they want lemonade. They want tea. They no longer want coffee. I'm just surprised, I guess, by that. Mr. McMahon, there's no undisputed queen. That argument will go on forever. Wicked 548, 40 bars versus Surf showed that she has levels. Okay, so what battle do y'all feel like was the best 40 bars? I know somebody else that told me their favorite 40 bars was her versus Duchess, which is like a little, I guess it's not as popular, should be, an RBE event. Believe it was RBE. Yeah, but I felt like that was their best 40. But what do y'all feel like is your favorite 40, and can your top 40 beat Jazz? And once again, are we here? I'm here for a 40 and Jazz rematch. I don't care what nobody says. I'm here for it. Jazz may have said that she wouldn't, but at one point in time, I think Jazz has said she wasn't going to come back. And then the battle came out where she had battled somebody. I forget who. It might have been like Official or something like that. That was announced. Don't quote me. Or with somebody she had battled. So we just may see it happen. Gotcha. Now I can go over the topics. If you've been watching, then I don't have to, but I can if you forget.
Boss, it's the same person.
Okay.
I just called from Jaquan from Harlem.
Okay.
Quick thing I want to say real quick. I forgot to mention it. Yeah, so 2022, we need that 2-on-2 chiller in 40 and Hustle and Twerk. Yeah, Hustle need the mirror matches. Hustle and Twerk on body them.
Hustle and Twerk and Chiller and 40.
40, up. Top 2 female, top 2 males.
And you feel like and who y'all got winning that?
He got Hustle and Twerk.
Of course, you already know.
From the Bronx.
Just like how he body for you, regular battle.
Yeah, nah.
I can't fuck with Twerk either, so that's, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? How they fuck.
Yeah, nah.
All
but
right.
yeah, I ain't want to hold y'all pick, but so it's basically split on that one.
Gotcha. Okay. Once again, we put in the atmosphere. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Thanks, Jaquan. Put that in the atmosphere.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
All right. It's creepy. It's making, like I said, I have a cousin, Jaquan, in Harlem. That's tripping me out. It's not him, but it's just funny. Small world. Missing C, Coffee is the fan favorite. You know what's so funny? At one point in time, I felt like Coffee and Yoshi were the villains. And I guess with every show, some people just love the villains, where they're the favorites, or not favorites, but people love them as well. Yeah. Katie so crazy says they need to pay her. I'm searching for a battle myself that they need to start GoFundMe's for their proper pay for battle rap. I'd help. So okay, so you feel like you would contribute if they did GoFundMe's to get more battles popping, you would contribute. I thought somebody said that they had spoke to Debo in regards to possibly when they were talking about the tournament. Somebody said, why aren't they taking donations? But he felt like as fans, you know what I'm saying, fans shouldn't have to donate in that way to receive, or to help out or assist, leagues are achieving those battles. I was never a Coffee fan. I didn't have anything good to say about skill, so I said nothing. Well, that's good. Mr. Milkman, I was never a Coffee fan. I didn't have anything good to say about her skills, so I said nothing. See, sometimes it's, as they say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Yeah. KD's so crazy. I ain't really trying to go there. I would smoke most battle rappers like I'm fired with the freestyles and everything. Misfit expired dog. I watch her. Damn. Okay, your favorite, Mr. Milkman, your favorite 40 was versus Bonnie. Would that be fair to compare that 40 and Jazz to one another? Gotcha. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? And if you need me to go over the questions, I will as well, or the topics.
Wicked 548 from the Bronx.
Hey, I didn't know that was you. Oh shit. That's what's up. You need me to go over the topics again? I can. I don't mind.
You can. I think I got it. Like, no offense, but 40 can be most of the guys, I do believe. And her and Jazz would be an awesome battle again. And, because she was really good with officials. And with Hustle, she showed, some aggression that she didn't have before, so she would really do good with Jazz again, for the second time around.
Gotcha. So is that a battle? So you're open to seeing that battle? You don't, because some people are like, it's no point. They did the 2-on-2, they did the 1-on-1. It didn't happen. Let it be. But you feel like you're open to it.
I'm definitely open to it. Look what happened when they redid Cal and Sue Surf.
Okay. Makes sense.
Right?
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what the other topic was, but I know somebody in the chat has said something in reference to Coffee. Coffee's a good battler. She has very good material. Her writing is very good. The extra antics is a bit much, and she don't need to do that. I don't know who told her, her and Yoshi, they need to do all that extra stuff, because they both are very good writers. And she's improved over time. You got to give her a chance.
Gotcha. When you say some of the extra stuff, what is some of the extra stuff that you feel like Coffee and Yoshi are doing?
The online bullying they do, or let me not use that word. They get their opponents so wrapped up in online stuff that they can't focus on the battle, which is sometimes is good because that works in their favor. But then sometimes it goes too far and it messes up the battle.
Gotcha. Okay. So you feel like, or like, because I think some of them, they do it in terms of promo, but do you feel like there should be levels with the promo, or that kind of promotion is not needed?
Well, they could talk their mess, but at some point, and I don't watch like online that deep,
right?
But at some point, they usually say something that makes somebody extra angry for no apparent reason. You don't need to do that. They already motivated to battle you.
Gotcha. I hear that. You know what's so funny too is I remember before. Well, I know I've reached out to both. I reached out to when 40 and Couture were gonna battle. I remember I reached out to both prior to the battle, and I don't think it was 40 that answered. I think it might have been like somebody like on her team or the staff. But I know with Couture, but it was the same answer for both, to my knowledge, where it was kind of like, don't want to do too much press before the battle, but after the battle, you know what I'm saying? Like things can kind of be, considered. So I only say that to say, I think like sometimes you don't even, your name alone will depending on who you are, will sell it. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't even need to do all the shit talking or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, it doesn't have to get there. In some ways it is like save some of it for the battle. Because one thing I do hate is where it's so much promo, by the time the battle happens, you're not giving me anything new. I've heard all this already. Now I'm like,
say some of that stuff for your round.
Right. Agreed.
And they need to have Shuni battle more. This is really, they put out the same girls on URL, and and we need to see more K Profit. We need to see more, and I don't know if she battles anymore, Lex Banker. She was good. Mulatto Black. I always promote Mawasha. She is so funny. She is really an enjoyable battler. Even though she can, she get in there and she'll really hurt your feelings, but she's good.
Gotcha. Yeah, she is a good one. She's one I had something locked in, and we have to kind of revisit that again because I do have questions. Yeah, and I feel like she'll definitely be able to answer those. But yeah, Marasha is one I found. Yeah, definitely would like to see her come back. I know Lex Banco had made that comeback versus she battled somebody on Queen of the Ring. That's crazy. Was it Tia S?
Yeah. Yeah, she had battled Tia S.
Yeah, and then I think after that,
battled Tia S. And she called out Cheddar, so that would be a good battle for her and Cheddar.
yeah, and I think she even called out the Muslim rapper Misunderstood as well during that battle, and she battled Caution afterwards as well. Gotcha. So let me ask you, for Woman of the Year, who do you have in the running, and who do you feel like should be Woman of the Year?
Oh boy, Casey J really did her thing. She battled, I think, more than any other female. I don't want to hear she lost. She got furthest. She got the furthest as far as the women in
the tournament.
And what's that? The UN in the tournament. So I really think her, C3, Cedar Boss should be mentioned. Her and Chrissy really, they really bought, for that event that they had in Atlanta, their battle, their energy, they should at least have an honorable mention because they really brought the energy, for Queen of the Ring, and they was just fun to watch them battle and not really have all that animosity. So that, maybe that should be battle of the, in the runners for battle of the year for the women. But yeah, C3, Casey J, Official did good this year. I'm not sure, she beat Tay-Rock, even though he had, that good 30 seconds where he, just strictly talked about her body.
Right.
Other than that, he really didn't have good material against Official.
Gotcha.
She did mess up with Cortez, but, it's Official. She got to be in the running. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
I'm sorry. Yoshi can be there because she's the most improved.
Gotcha.
Yoshi is the most improved from the beginning of the year till now. And I don't know about the ghostwriting and none of that. And Bonnie, and also Bonnie.
Gotcha. Okay. I like the fact that you mentioned C3. I've been hearing C3's name mentioned a lot, and I kind of think that that's great and that's dope. I do think that C3 does a lot, and it's one of those names that's kind of swept underneath the rug for whatever reasons. So I just think it's dope that C3's name is kind of being mentioned. I think that's a great thing, and also
C3 and E-Hart.
Right.
E-Hart did wonderful this year.
Gotcha. Like that. And going into 2022, well, you've given me some girls that you want to see more of. So we've got that. In terms of respecting the person's, I guess, perspective or angle, which one do you respect more? A person like an Official, where it's like, I'll battle anybody as long as the money is right, anybody can get this smoke because I know I'm the best? Or do you prefer more of a Jazz? It has to make sense. I'm not just about to battle any, Joe Schmo. It has to
battle
make.
Anybody, I don't kill you. Tell.
I excel. There you all fell.
I'm from the Bronx, so this may sound a little biased. That's how Brooklyn people are. I'm not even going there with, the way Jazz feel. That's how Brooklyn. You see her and Misfit, they want to battle so bad, but they each got to one-up each other. That's how they do over there.
Gotcha.
But Official willing to, that's how she came in. She came in battle rap. She said she was going to take everybody, and she's been taking everybody. And she's doing it with her pen. She, her performances are good also, but nah, you can't mess with Official. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gotcha. And her battle with C3 is still in my top 3. I'm sorry. That's like C3 and Official battles. That's one of my top 3 battles.
Nice. That's one I'll say, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch it enough. I hear, I've always heard about the great reviews of it, but that's one I had to watch more of. I don't watch it enough, I'll say. Maybe I'll make that my plan to go back and watch that again.
Yeah, and I want to see Rob Rams. I know she got other stuff with KCJ and all that other crap, but if they can work that out, that would be a great, it would be good to have her back in Queen of the Ring also.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. As always, it's a pleasure. And thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, no problem. Always a good show.
Thank you. More to come, but thank you.
Okay, I'll be back in the background.
All right, not a problem. Take care, and you have a happy holiday too. I think she hung up, but happy holidays to all of y'all if y'all celebrate. Well, I'm gonna see y'all before Thanksgiving. Today's 17th, 7 days, 24th. Yeah, Thanksgiving Thursday. Okay, so I'll see y'all before then. Okay, good. Let's see. They completely not even mentioned the Misfit. Y'all tripping. She got to be top 3. She be smoking motherfuckers. All right, let's go up. And once again, we, while y'all here too, put it into the atmosphere. Some more battles from the ladies that you want to see. I'm a firm believer. Somebody somewhere is watching this. Somebody has an idea. Spit these battles out. More battles that we want to see from the women. I would say, like I said, mine. Some of the ones that I do want to see. I don't care what they say. I want to see a rematch with Jazz and 40. It's just me. There's a battle I want to see, but I don't want to see. But it has to happen. I do want to see E Hart versus Couture. Yeah, I got my Jazz and Gaddis. That was one I had always wanted to see. Like I said, E Hart and Couture, I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. And a rematch with Jazz and 40, I want to see it. So I'm just putting those into the atmosphere in terms of battles that I want to see. And if I don't mention certain names, it doesn't mean that I don't want to see you. Those are just ones that just kind of clicked in. Light Skin Television, Hope Truly Smash 4th quarter fame Sunday afternoon on ABR in Atlanta. Hope Truly is definitely another one would like to see more of. If anybody, I think that was this year too. What I thought was a good back and forth or a good battle that's kind of slept on was Hope Truly versus Eon. I kind of think it's a good battle. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check that battle out. I do think it's a really good back and forth with some fresh new blood or meat, whatever you want to call it. Talent might sound better than blood or meat.
I would think so.
Talent sound, but you know what I mean. But is that bad? Flesh, blood, flesh.
You a bitch ass nigga.
Fresh
well,
blood.
You know what I mean, but you know what I mean.
Light Skin Television says Shuni and Prophet and Mulatto and Banco have been battling this year.
Good matchup. Matchup.
Just when you thought that would be good. Derek, bringing kids into the mix is insanity, not promo. Okay, so you feel like kids should be off limits. Okay. Light Skin says Banco got washed in Philly. Mr. Milkman, when Yoshi was doing her interviews, I was feeling her. When people posted the stuff that she was doing online to get battles, she turned me off, especially when she tries to play victim after. So you feel like with Yoshi, and this is why I spoke on this before, like I guess in terms of should a person call a person out, because I know people were getting on Miami, for calling out, certain people Like she had Call Out Couture, and they're like, it's not gonna happen, or you sound corny, you sound pressed for doing it. You know, when people have stated when Caution had made some call outs, they felt like it wasn't as effective. What's the proper way, I guess, to call somebody out? And like you say, even with the Yoshi thing, you feel like she plays victim. Okay. Missing C, Coffee fans swear that her pen is fire. Gotcha. Surf Stir Around, way off topic. What happened to Lost in Translation? So, Surf Stir Around, what I'll say is this. It's almost like, I'll say for me, let's just say that I worked at a bank, right? And my hours were 9 to 5. I don't necessarily see the cleaning crew that comes in to clean up the bank at night. So that's just an example, but I only say that to say, because people are like, well, how you ain't know? And all I know is my day and my slot. I never know what happens with anything else regarding any show or anybody here. I'm only worried about me.
They took a break and haven't came back yet, so I don't know.
Okay, gotcha. Nah, I wasn't trying to get you to, but sometimes people ask me questions like about other people in other shows, and I'm like, I don't know, and they feel like, nigga, you do know, and I'm like, no, the fuck I don't.
You don't know.
Because I only know Wednesday 7 to 9. But yeah, so Ross said they actually took a break, and they kind of, I guess they just haven't come back yet. But, you know, once they find their way, they'll no longer be lost and the things will be translated. Every now and then I get one. And,
I said, hey, yo.
Nomad, what industry female would you bring to Queen of the Ring besides a Lady Luck? It's funny because I feel like I might have had one, but I can't think of one in terms of battling and not going for the obvious of Rim.
There is none.
In terms of battling?
Two
popped in my head, but
who?
So one popped in, but so one's old and one's current. Or, yeah, current. So, maybe 3. I don't know, see? Other ones are popping in. So, one person that kind of popped in my head, and I know people are going to say, like, she's wild, she's trash, and all that shit. Foxy popped in my head. And the only reason why Foxy popped in my head is because I kind of feel like, you know, her and Kim were going back and forth. But I do feel like, I'm not going to front, I kind of feel like when Foxy did Bang Bang, on her verse on Bang Bang on the Capone and Noriega track, even though it was just a verse, I kind of felt like she kind of killed Kim. So I kind of feel like that's something that's slept on. So that's the only reason why I say that. I don't know if like 3D Nati is, if she can battle. I don't doubt it, but I do think that she's kind of decent. I don't think she would be bad. I don't know if she's fit for it, but I don't want to say she's not fit for it, but I don't know. It's a good question.
The difference between talking shit on a record, standing on that stage.
You said there's a difference between talking shit on a record and standing on the stage?
I think. Because you can rap don't mean you can battle rap.
You can make diss tracks, but it doesn't mean you can battle rap.
That's a fact.
And would you say that battle rappers can probably battle rap, but they may not be able to make the best diss tracks? Or no?
Nope, I won't say that because a lot of battle rappers have proven they can make some fire-ass diss tracks.
Why don't the diss tracks go anywhere? That's the same reason why the music doesn't. I don't get why.
It's hard.
Mississippi, Lauryn Hill gets busy. It's funny how money changes situation. I'm not mad at that. Surf Stir Around, Jean Grey. Jean Grey, I will say, is one I'm guilty of. I've always heard great things about Jean Grey, but I never, I never really listened to her. So that's me, preparing for the hit because I know I'll get hit. So yeah, Lil Mama. Lip gloss. I don't let my shit falling. That's what I get for talking shit. But I don't know. Has Little Mama done diss tracks? It's possible. Surf's Third Round, Eve. In terms of diss track or battling, I could see it, but I don't think I've seen it. If that makes any sense. I could see it, but I don't think I've seen it. Rhapsody is obvious. Rhapsody, I think I've heard a little bit of Rhapsody. Rod Digger. I don't know if I've ever even heard Digger come at anybody. I don't know. That's a good. I don't think I've ever heard Digger do like a diss track or come at anybody. At one point, I even thought about Miss Jade, but I don't think I've ever even heard Miss Jade come at. It's funny, a lot of these girls you don't hear come at people. And some of the diss tracks that I've heard, some of them just aren't good. Like Jackie O just wasn't good. Some Micaiah shit, just not good. Beautiful shit talker, but diss track, some people just leave him alone. AII, Chrissy would wig on any rookie except for Cheddar. Said MC Light. Okay. When you think about the the Roxanne Shante and going at internet, and I can dig that. I can see why you say that. Chrissy versus Eon. You would put them two? Not for nothing. I actually need to go back and watch Chrissy versus C the Boss. C the Boss on her Caffeine debut. I do think she did a good job. I do think her shit is underrated. She should have gotten more love and support and things like that. And I kind of hate that people feel like when it comes to these battles that they can see the bias and the gas in the buildings. Or in the building or buildings. I hate that happens. I've heard people kind of say that they felt like when Vixen and Shuni were battling, that they felt like, there was an entourage kind of supporting Shuni, but not Vixen. And they felt like in terms of when Farrah and C the Boss were battling, that there was an entourage, or that Farrah was more deemed as the fan favorite as opposed to C the Boss. I got to go back and look at, some of these things, but these are just things I hear. But sometimes I hate sometimes that certain things are put out there or are said. They may be true, they may not be true, but sometimes if it is kind of said, not always, but it's like, let's kind of investigate and, look into it. But yeah. Search her around, Lady of Rage. At this point, we're just naming them all, right? Vita, put her in the mix. Ladybug. Yeah, let me see. I used to love Foxy. She killed Kim and Bang Bang. Yeah, and I like Kim too. I fucks with Queen Latifah. I think Queen Latifah searched her around. She came at Foxy. I think her and Nikki D. I think it was a track called like Name Calling. I think where they came at Foxy. Back in the day, Foxy was like the villain. Like a lot of people were like gunning for Foxy. If it would be good, I like this. If it would be, it'd be a good battle though. I like to see KC and Jazz in a 2-on-2. Versus who? It's really Yaya. KC and Jazz in a 2-on-2 versus who? Search Third Round. I used to be on Lost in Translation as much as Queens of Battle. I bet I missed a couple of weeks, and then that was it. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on with their show, but it was a few different gentlemen on that show, and sometimes people do have different schedules that just don't align up. Like I said, I don't know any of them. I've seen one person once that came up to pick up their charger. But yeah, so I honestly never know what happens with any of the other shows. Not lying. Captain Pike, tell Uncle Rod to re-release the discussion that Farrah and Misfit had that was posted then taken down. The fans need to see it. I don't even know what that is, but inquiring minds. Shay Noir. Okay, that's one. Miss Jade would be interesting. I'd be curious to see. I kind of like Miss Jade. Yeah. So once again, Woman of the Year, who we giving it to? You know, and it's crazy because at one point, not for nothing, just work wise, you know, Lady Caution was putting in a lot of work this year. You know, even though people could say, oh, but they were one rounders, she was putting in a lot of work, and she's still battling. She's still putting in work. You know, I don't think the battle with her and Jade has been released, but you know what I'm saying? She's been battling some people. So I kind of feel like, you know, it's unfortunate that that one battle, and maybe because people felt like it would have been the biggest battle, maybe they felt like her Yoshi battle was going to be her biggest battle, even though she did battle Coffee, and you would think that those would be neck and neck, but I think people felt like the Yoshi battle was going to be, or supposed to be, a bigger battle than the Coffee battle. It's unfortunate that that battle, the way it turned out and what she had been going through, kind of caused her stock to go down for some, and for some it took her out of possibly being Woman of the Year. So I think in terms of with Woman of the Year, and this is not a stab or anything, the fans can turn on you, no, but I think it's about, well, what are the factors? Is it about, you know what I'm saying, battling, or do you have to really win all of your battles? And as stated before, what if I'm battling on a smaller league and I'm killing shit? It's that taking it to consideration.
Nope. That's what happened to Twerk. Everybody was saying that Twerk had a bad, you know, the only bad battle Twerk had was with KCJ. Real shit. All those other little battles he did on all the little small leagues, he was fucking people up.
Right. And people don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to me because it's almost like these people have massive followings. Why are the viewers not paying attention to them when they're going to smaller leagues? So that makes me say, when you say something in terms of like, there's a difference between, what do you say, battle rap fans, league,
and battle rap fans and battle rapper fans.
Right. Which makes sense. Surfster Vine, if that's the case, then A-War would be Battler of the Year. Missing C, Caution lost too many battles. Mr. Milkman, I'm giving it to Lady Caution, but you said smaller leagues don't count. I didn't say that. But I think people feel that way. I didn't say shit because they don't have me, you know, being a part of the judging panel, so I can't say shit. But well, I can still say shit. But they keep asking these questions of, you had a video of Misfit and Farrah work it out on camera and then you took it down. You probably don't even fucking know.
Misfit and Farrah work it out? What did he mean, work it out?
It says Uncle Rob put a video up where he captioned Misfit and Farrah work it out on camera, and then Rod took the video down. Because Captain Pike said, tell Rod to put the video up. First he said, tell Rod to put the video up. Tell Uncle Rod to re-release the discussion that Farrah and Misfit had that was posted, then taken down. The fans need to see it.
I have no clue.
So maybe it wasn't you.
No.
Gotcha. So do you want...
And not to mention, whoever, shout out to him or her.
Captain Pike.
How long ago was Farrah and Misfit? Some
years, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why is that. No disrespect to this guy, but why is that so important? I don't know.
You know, I think it's one of those things because I've gotten questions like, why was this put up and then kind of, you know what I'm saying, taken down or whatever.
Everything that gets taken down, there's a reason behind it.
Okay.
Whether I made the call or somebody else wanted it down, that's just how it is.
Gotcha.
No, they were at an event. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what video he's actually talking about.
So just to you're not the only person that posts videos up.
What?
That will post like footage up. Are you the only one that posts?
My channel?
Yeah.
I have say so to my channel.
So
nobody else has say so.
Right.
Anything that comes down, I made the decision.
Right.
Nobody else.
And with putting up as well.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see everything that's put up.
100%.
So
anything that's released, I know about it.
You know about. So with so much that comes your way, is it possible that some of it that comes your way you may have forgotten? Because this one you're saying you don't even remember.
No, I don't remember. And again,
Motherfucker said, I remember like it was yesterday. I don't watch Hip Hop Is Real. It was your channel, and they were talking, and you caught them together. You caught it on cam. They were at an event, and they said, no, it was you. Damn, Captain Pike. don't.
Tell them to call in that number and talk to me. I mean, I'll find out why.
Captain Pike, if you're able to call in the number, Ross says, to kind of give the specifics, and we can find out what's what. But call in, Captain Pike. You should be able to. 516-234-0484.
If it was something significant and I took it down, but I don't see why I would have took down a video with Misfit and Farrah squashing whatever they might have had.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Sarge calling. What's up?
Nothing much.
Yeah, so Uncle Rod, you put that video out. I think it was Farrah or Misfit was being read, and you captioned the video that Farrah and Farrah and Misfit was talking about that they had a beef for a long period of time after their battle, and you caught them at an event. He wasn't battling nobody; they were just there for support. And you caught them at the event discussing it with Debo. And when I saw, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna watch that tonight." The minute I went back to your channel, the video was going. I'm like, "Where's the video go? I want to see it."
Wait, you said who had on red?
I think it was Farrah or Misfit. One of them had on all red.
I think that was before they battled.
Vixen or Fit?
He said Farrah. He said Farrah and Misfit. If one had on all red, if that was Farrah with all red, that was before they battled. Because Farrah, that was where Twerk and Hustle had battled, and Farrah had on the red top and the red bottoms. And I think at that event, that's where Farrah and Misfit had both came to the stage on some like, we battling, are we gonna get it in, that sort of thing. But if that's what it is, so that interview was before they battled. So I don't know, but yeah, but that if that's that one, I'm not sure though.
I should have like did a screenshot with another because I wanted to watch that when I got home. I want to watch that video. Then out of nowhere, the video was just gone. I know Debo was in the mix with them when they were sitting there, I guess, discussing the issue. But it was a picture of Debo in the middle, and it was Misfit and her like looking like they're about to 17. So it was captioned Misfit and Farrah, finally, resolved their issue or something like that. And it was Uncle Rod. I don't watch about Israel because I felt like he's too like giddy with the artists and not like sit with Uncle Rod, like Uncle Rod with respect. And knowledge is just too, hey, how you doing? He agrees too much. In any event, that's how it looked. It was just, Debo in the middle between Farrah and Misfit. If he can't recall this, okay, but I thought he would know, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't even remember that. And so it'd be hard for me to say why I took it down, especially if it's somebody squashing a beef. Shit, I want to keep those up.
Okay, if I want this thing, I'll get back to you, so my bad.
Gotcha, nah, that's cool. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, and thanks for fucking me up now, because now you got my mind like, what?
Now you got to think about it.
Yeah, now you got me like that.
If it was that one, if it was red, I specifically remember Farrah had on that red crop top sweat outfit and the red bottom pants. And that's if in terms of wearing all red.
Fuck the system. I'm looking at this
the
one
sweat,
now.
And that's where Farrah had the red. And Misfit had a baseball cap. Yeah, and she had the little scarf.
Right,
the little Maud scarf.
I have a video here with Farrah with that outfit on. But I don't have the other one. Yeah.
Shout out to Farrah too. I heard she recently graduated from something.
Night, Sarge, because now I'll need.
Now you got to go back and check it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, so gotcha. So that, like I said, because I'll hear that a lot, like, why was this taken down or this and that and that and this. Said when does Misfit not have on a baseball cap? Okay, so that didn't help. Well, she had curly hair, the one I'm thinking of. Nah, you cool, Captain Pike. Searched her around. She had curly hair at this one. When Farrah had the red on and Misfit had the baseball cap. Said when does Misfit not have on a baseball cap? Gotcha. I hear you. How do you remember what color they were? That is on some savant level for. My memory, if you're talking about me, searched around. I don't know if you are. My memory is fucked up, but like certain things I will remember, certain things I won't. Yeah, it's weird. So I just remember Farrah had on all red at that event. Yeah, but like he said, fuck the system. If we trying to be vague, whether I don't remember. And the thing about it is I don't get to see all the interviews, so I'm not even sure. Search around. Whoever picks these rappers should get to the top 3 and then go round by round. If I think they did that, then Geechee would not have won Champion of the Year as many times as he did. Whoever picks these rappers should get to the top 3 and then go round by round. And I think if they did that, that Geechee would not have won Champion of the Year as many times as he did. So you're saying 3 rappers, and you're this person's first round, this person's first round, this person's first round, and you're doing that for all 3. Missing C, this year alone, Caution lost to Prestavia, Miss Miami, Yoshi Coffee, Fendi, and more. URL favors the Blue Brothers. How can you keep giving someone Champion of the Year because he has more top tier battles, but he's up and coming, and all the top tiers have already battled each other? The cards are stacked against everyone else. I don't know. Do me a solid before we go. Put some names in there of, women that you want to have me, interviewed or whatever. I'm gonna put it out there like this. I've made an attempt to contact a lot of women in the past. Pride, I guess, in some ways can be a motherfucker, dare I say. And I think, I'm gonna quote 40 because I think she said it or she tweeted it. I'm not begging for interviews, and I've begged. But at some point, you got to get off your knees. Not like that, but just, in terms of begging. Yeah, I probably won't even, I don't know. I'll keep.
I looked at all my videos and I still got locked on private and I don't see that, so I don't know what it was.
Captain Peck, I want you to interview Matrimony. She was
a bar exam question if you watched the bar
that
exam.
Seems feasible. She was? What was the question?
Female battle rapper's name that has to do something to do with a wedding. Something like that. Matrimony. Sorry.
Who makes up these questions?
That was a good question.
I'm not saying it wasn't. See, I'm just asking a question. Maybe I have a question. I'd be like, yo, this would be a good one, and somebody can submit it, or I can submit it.
No, we have people that send questions.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, usually God felt to die. Usually he used to make all the questions, but now that he's not here, yeah, now it's like whatever. Yeah, now it's like we get people to send shit in.
Should do that. If y'all want questions asked in regards to the women on the bar exam, not saying that it doesn't happen, send the questions in, you know what I'm saying, to kind of, and let them be good, kind of, you know what I'm saying, challenging, tricky, where people have to step their game up and have knowledge of these female battles and things like that. But send those questions in. That's funny because I got a couple of them. You don't see it, Rob. What things like? Yeah, he, and he got his good glasses on. He's looking.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Gotcha. Yeah, nonetheless, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I got to be to work in like 3 hours and then turn back around and be to work at 9 in the morning. So back to back. But yeah, man, I'm as always, it's always a pleasure. Lady Flames. So I've had Lady Flames up here. I've had Lady Flames twice. Not that a third can't happen, but I have had Lady Flames twice. Yeah. And what I'm gonna do, I promise you, I'm gonna try to stick more into it. I'm gonna try to post up more clips from past battles on the Instagram page, Queens of Battle Rap Instagram page. I'm not always the best with doing it, but matter of fact, I think I fucked up. You know how they have like No Nut November? I think for October it was supposed to be like I was supposed to have a clip up for every day of the month. I don't know. I'm gonna get back on my Dean. I promise you. See, there go my alarm going off for my second job. Yeah, man. Y'all all have a good one, man. As always, I'm gonna go through the names real quick. Derek Blassingame, if I'm saying it wrong, my apologies. Captain Pike, Wicked 548, Missing C, Surf's Third Round. That's so funny. AII. You know who you are. I'm gonna shorten your name. 313 Siley Spills. Light Skin Television. Katie's So Crazy. It's really Yaya. I think I said Mr. Milkman. I think I did. I feel like I pretty much I'm seeing some of the same names, which is good. Justin Pagan. It's my other guy. Off the top, I think it's Eric something. Bowery or something like that. I think it's Eric. Genesis Obscura. Lady is the Champ. It's really Yaya. Hardcore Flavor. Yeah, we about to get out of here. Y'all all have a good one. See y'all later. Take care. I gotta go back and